I'll walk you through AI automation I have to convert newsletters and blog posts into a private podcast feed. This is my private podcast feed where I can listen to text to speech versions of newsletters. And what my workflow does two things. One is it extracts just the value out of it. It removes all the headers, footers, advertisements from emails or from blog posts. And second, it converts it to a voice because it's faster for me and less strain on my eyes to listen to it than to read through it. The rest of it is handling different cases. Now, there are two ways that this automation runs. Either I get an email which is tagged a few different labels, like from Product Hunt or Substack emails or news emails and so on, or I forward an email to a very specific email address from an email from from one of my other emails. I can forward it to one specific email address, then it will process it. Then it will read the email, extract just the value out of it, convert it to a long form audio podcast, and using Google Cloud Storage, have a private podcast feed which adds items to it this one by one. For example, you see the new ones that show up here. If things don't work out, then it emails me. And sometimes I realize that it's not just emails, but I know a specific URL I want to read, but not today, maybe later when I'm walking around. How do I remember that? So for that, I have a way that I can either message on Telegram or just chat here. I can paste a email address here and it'll go through the same process. Now we will try to submit a URL here and see how it flows through the process. As an example, I can also message this on Telegram, which means on my phone or on my laptop or anywhere I am. I can find some URLs, paste it here, and click enter. And within a minute or two, it will get added to the podcast after extracting the value components out of it. I also make sure that I am saving information in Supabase as a telemetry database. But the second other thing I'm also saving is when it is there is one AI component here, and I need to check what the AI is working on. So to add observability, where anytime the AI decides to remove something, then I tell it to save these rejected blocks of texts so that I can later on evaluate whether this is right. And if not, then I enhance the context and give it more examples of what is acceptable things to remove and acceptable thing to keep.